literally corner of paradise right here in the yard.
And then here's that liner folded up and over the top of that wall.
I hate grass.
Like, why come outside?
We are out here on a rainy day in Downers Grove, Illinois, but a little bit of rain is not going to stop us out from checking out Brian Helfrich, Vice President of Construction's father-in-law's pond. Is that correct?
Yeah. So this is actually his second pond. You know, when I was dating his daughter, it took me a couple years to convince him to do a pond. And we came out and a bunch of people got together and we put something together in a single day. And we built a pretty big pond, but we slammed it in the ground and he lived with that for about 8 years. And then 2 years ago, we redid it. The only reason we had the opportunity is he got access to the yard next to him so we could come through their yard and come in and do this.
Bigger rock.
Yep.
Yeah. I love it. Above ground swimming pool and a beautiful, awesome aquascape ecosystem pond. There is a lot going on here.
Yeah. Well, he didn't want to do it again, so I figured I'd try to add every little element that we sell, and it's kind of an update of a lot of the different products. You know, we've got the stacked urns in here. We've seen the bowls in some of the other projects, so I definitely wanted to add the bowl. We've got a fog filter over here.
That's why you have such big fish and such great water.
I mean, it just poured, and look at how clear the water is.
Yeah. And so what's neat about this is just how it basically is incorporated with the hardscape. You got the above ground pool in here. You got all the different features. It's just so much interest. It just never gets old looking at these, because look at just who would have ever thunk that this would be put in this backyard. This is a very typical Chicago suburban backyard.
Yeah, you have the above ground swimming pool, you know, here's my pool, here's my shed, here's my grill.
There's literally corner of paradise right here in the yard.
The one big thing we changed on this one was obviously more machine sized boulders. You know, we needed a machine to set a lot of these things.
Yep.
The other big thing we changed with this pond was a bigger seating area. They entertain a lot and they've got plenty of space over here for them to sit, but there's no way people can sit over there.
Yeah, they want to come out
here.
Sitting over there. So people are putting in our lawn chairs, so they made a bigger bluestone patio.
Big patio, they can sit here. Right. And then I don't know if you saw this, but what's supporting this bluestone, the reason we're able to overhang it, we did the same thing. We have that unilock wall up right on top of the liner
that comes back up and then wraps up.
And you can even see the liner right here. So here's the unilock wall, and then here's that liner folded up and over the top of that wall, and then this just rests right on top of it. This allows us to get the water really close to the patio.
Beautiful koi, and you said he's never lost one, huh?
Never lost one.
How many years?
This pond like 12.
So these are the original fish from the original pond, 12 years old.
Almost 15 years old.
Wow. So this has been rebuilt for 3 years. I love the blooming hostas. I mean, nicely landscaped and just absolutely meticulously maintained.
Yeah, wait till, I mean, it's only been a couple years, so as this stuff gets bigger and bigger and bigger, it's really going to take on a different look.
But this proves that you can put a water feature anywhere, because I guarantee you that these guys don't have one, these guys don't have one, these guys don't have one, but literally, I don't even know what this space would be if it didn't have this water feature. It literally changes the whole backyard.
Well, you want to see a typical backyard, just look over the fence.
Let's do it. Now, Brian, this is one of your things. You say the more elements you make, the bigger your backyard feels.
Yeah. I mean, this yard over here is a little bit narrower than this one, but it's the same depth from front to back.
Yeah. Grass. I hate grass.
Like, why come outside? Right?
Right. I'd rather take that hammock and put it next to that pond. Hammock on grass. It just kind of doesn't go well together.
And so you could play bocce ball, but...
So, Brian, look at the camera. You know, cutting the stack slide urn and having the bowl in the water, why we use 3 stack slide urns, you know, 9,000 PL pump feeds it all, you know. So describe this water feature to me, Brian.
So we really brought in a lot of different elements. You know, you can see the patio bowl, which I love, right? And then when we started adapting that patio bowl to turn them into filters and have them as an aesthetic element outside of just a self-contained system and have water drip into a pond or pour into a pond, it adds like that architectural element, which is so much fun. And I think it really complements then some of the architectural architectural elements of the stacked urn. You know, there's always that group of threes or odd numbers, so of course we did 3 urns, and we took a chance and used the one urn to frame out one of the waterfalls, which I'm torn, right? Sometimes I love it, sometimes I don't, but we wanted to try it, and what a better place to practice than
your
yeah.
in-laws house.
Yeah.
You know? And that's what's fun, because every job is a unique work of art, one-of-a-kind custom creation, but the process to build it remains the same. How many bowls have you put in ponds? How many urns have you put in? But this one you actually cut into the waterfall.
Yeah, and I think that's why this job is so much fun. You know, I've been doing this for a long time, and even as a pond as new as this, we're still endlessly creative with it, right? And 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, we'll still be scratching the surface of the potential of the different things we can do.
Which is what makes it so fun.
Yeah, and it's still using the same concept. We have a skimmer box on the side. We have a 9 PL pump that feeds that whole upper waterfall. The 2 urns and that waterfall and that bowl.
Yep.
Could I use a little bit more water? Sure, but for what? Right? It works.
You know what? Unique jobs like this, fun jobs like this, makes our job that much more enjoyable. If you like what you see, like, comment, and subscribe, and share with the world so people can get inspired to live their own aquascape lifestyle. Good work.
Stay creative.